In The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, it says that the subconscious mind is the true source of wealth. Man, I want you to really, really think about that. Look at this part right here. It says, your subconscious mind is never short of ideas. There are within it an infinite number of ideas ready to flow into your conscious mind and appear as cash in your pocketbook in countless ways. That's powerful. If you really understand what that means, it means that money comes from ideas. Not only does money come from ideas, money itself is an idea. And with the right idea, specifically, if you act on the right idea, you can go from not having to having just like that. That's freaking amazing when you think about it. But how do we draw these ideas from the subconscious mind? I'm pretty sure there are infinite ways of doing that. A lot of people do ayahuasca. Some people, do all sorts of things, all type of substances they put inside of their bodies to access higher levels of consciousness and things of that nature. But I've developed a really good way of doing that over the years. And it's a unique way of meditating and visualizing, okay? I call it visualization, okay? Because this unique way of visualizing and meditating causes me to bring ideas from my subconscious and my superconscious, and then I can use those ideas to turn them into cash. My whole life, for the last how long now, since I was 27 years old, has been funded by the ideas that I've bought out of my subconscious and my superconscious mind. Every business I've started, every product or service I've offered have all been inspired by the ideas that formulated from my subconscious mind. This Friday, I'm going to be teaching how I do that. I'm going to be showing how I do that, because it'll take an hour for me to show you in its entirety. So I'm not going to spend an hour on this YouTube video. But I want to encourage you to understand that you only have to convince your subconscious mind to hand you over a money-making idea, and just like that, if you act on that idea, everything can change for you. Everything can change for you. That is freaking phenomenal. So I pride myself on making friends with my subconscious mind. Sometimes people ask me if I pray. I say, I just talk to my subconscious mind. I talk to my superconscious mind. Like, what are you talking about? Right? But what I do, knowing that, the solution to anything I'm going through or the answer to any question I have, knowing that it's deep down inside of my super and subconscious mind, I go straight to the source to get the information, to get the answer that I need in order to bring it into fruition, just like that. And let me tell you, I've done it time and 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 time. And time again, I've done it over and 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 over. I've done it so many times. So I know this to be true. okay? And when they talk about it here in The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, when they talk about it here, I'm like, whoa, this is what I've been doing. And you can do it too. Not only can you do it, you're already doing it. It's just that if you're anything like me, or if you were raised any way like I was raised, you're probably using it to bring things into fruition that you don't necessarily find appealing. Yeah, we're always manifesting. We're always conjuring things up from our subconscious mind. But a lot of times we're pulling stuff up that we really don't even want to experience. And that's because we have not been equipped with the knowledge of understanding just how powerful our subconscious mind is, and most importantly, how to use that subconscious mind to force that subconscious mind to hand us over life experiences that we would consider to be amazing, magical, phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that. And I'm here to tell you that if you start working with your superconscious mind, if you start working with your subconscious mind, everything in your life can be fixed just like that. And I mean everything. You should study some of the work that Dr. Joe Dispenza has been doing over the years. That's what makes me say everything. And you know, sometimes when you say everything, people say, well, a person can't heal themselves. Well, yes, a person can heal themselves. And it's been documented so many times, it's not even funny. People healing themselves from diseases. So what I figure is that if people can heal themselves from diseases, I know I can change these circumstances that I have. I know that I can change this, or I know that I can make myself better at that. That's been my mindset ever since I started studying and applying this information. Now, I want you to notice what I said. I said, not only was I studying it, I'm applying it. It's not enough to just know. You got to apply it. Okay, the application leads to manifestation, not the knowledge. If it was just about the knowledge, then a lot of people with knowledge would have a whole lot more. But it's the application of the knowledge. What are we doing with the information? You know, if you read things on the subconscious mind, but never do the work of tapping in to your subconscious mind, then why are you reading the information? Why? Why are you reading that information? You know you ain't gonna do nothing with that information. You reading that information, you're not gonna do nothing. You're not doing anything with the information. That's why the information isn't working. Sometimes people say, man, I tried, it's not working. I say, you're not using the information. How many times a day do you meditate? Well, I don't have time. You're not using the information. How many times a day do you visualize? I don't have time to visualize. You're not using the information. I used to visualize all the time. You don't do it anymore. Now I stopped doing it. Oh, it's not working, right? No, it's not working because you're not using the information. Okay, read this again. Your subconscious mind is never short of ideas. So if you don't have ideas, okay, if you don't have good ideas or money-making ideas, then it's only because you have not made friends with your subconscious mind. Because the subconscious mind is full of ideas. You say, Robbie, how do you know that? How do you know because you dream, don't you? And when you dream, don't you dream of things that you know would probably never happen in your physical reality? Yeah, you do. That's your subconscious mind at work. That's your subconscious and your superconscious mind at work while you're dreaming. And those dreams are ideas. So if you're not full of ideas about how you can improve your circumstances, my God, it's simply because you know what I'm about to say, right? You haven't made friends with your subconscious and your super conscious mind. What if you convinced your subconscious mind that it was okay for you to have the thing you want to have? What if you convinced your subconscious mind that it was a good thing for you to go for the thing you really, really want? And sure, when you do something in opposition of the subconscious mind, you're going to be met with emotional pushback because you've been programmed to do it this way, and now you're telling the subconscious mind to do it this way. And this is what causes people to stop, because when they start telling the subconscious mind to do it this way and they get pushback because they've been trained to do it this way, they think that because they feel the pushback, they're doing something wrong. But it's not that you're doing something wrong. It's just that your subconscious mind is warning you emotionally by saying, hey, this is not the way we've always done it. It doesn't mean stop. Because if you keep doing it, if you keep giving the subconscious mind more information, okay, making the subconscious mind feel uncomfortable, if the subconscious mind feels comfortable, you know you're not doing anything. Okay? So when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel that pushback from the subconscious mind, that is evidence that what you want is being molded right there. How do I know this? Because how you do anything is how you do everything. When I go to the gym and I push those weights, it hurts. Okay, and the next day it hurts. You know, you don't push weights and say, you know what, I didn't go back to the gym because it hurt. No, when you hurt, that's evidence that it's working. So when you feel uncomfortable in the gym, that's evidence that these muscles are being stretched. Well, when you start going inside of your subconscious mind and giving your subconscious mind new information, new instructions, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It might even hurt. But if you keep doing it over and over again, now you start moving and grooving with the subconscious mind. And all of a sudden, baby, guess what happens? Subconscious mind says, all right, I take that instruction, Robbie. I take that instruction. I now give you what you really, really want. And it becomes automatic. It's repetition. What you're missing is repetition. Anything you do repetitiously becomes automatic. Anything you do automatic is now a habit. Anything that is now a habit is going to produce the reality that you're living in. Point blank, period. So if I start working with my subconscious mind and I start telling my subconscious mind how I want it to think, how I want it to feel, how I want it to believe, in the beginning, I'm going to be met with some pushback. But if I keep doing that over and over again, it's going to get used to me giving it those instructions. And all of a sudden, what used to be hard resistance now turns into mushy gushy acceptance. And the subconscious mind says, here you go. Don't have time to argue with you. The only reason the subconscious mind is arguing with you in the beginning, because again, the subconscious mind is the habitual mind. And when you do something that is in opposition of the habit that it's been programmed to accept, it's going to say, hey, knucklehead, you're doing it wrong. But you're not really doing it wrong. You're just doing it different. And you got to know the difference. I know a lot of people get on this spiritual journey. They start feeling uncomfortable. They start feeling like they are not themselves, and they stop. They go back. They do what the Christians call backsliding. They start backsliding. They start going, hanging out at the places they used to hang out at that they know are not good for them. They start going or hanging around the people that they used to hang around that they know are not good for them. But they do it because it feels comfortable. Because what they were doing when they were on their spiritual path feels uncomfortable. So if it feels uncomfortable, I must be doing something wrong, they say. I got to go back to doing what's comfortable. Even though what's comfortable had me living a shit-ass life, right? No, you want to keep doing what makes you feel uncomfortable, stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's uncomfortable to sit here and talk about my beliefs on camera. It's uncomfortable to do it every day. But baby, I've done it so many times now. It's just become automatic. I turn on the camera and start rolling. You think I got a script? There is no script, because what I do with my lip comes from the hip. And what you might be like, whoa, what are you going at, Robbie? Because the hip is where the superconscious mind is, down there in that waist area. Okay? All I'm doing is I've trained the superconscious mind to send me wisdom every time I get on camera. I've programmed myself to believe that all I got to do is have an idea in my mind, and I can turn on this camera and I can start recording it without cutting, without clipping, without nothing. All I got to do is turn on the camera and start talking, speaking the truth, and the wisdom is just flowing out of me because I've trained the subconscious mind to give me what I command. And you can do it too. Again, I'm going to teach you how to do this process this Friday. You need to be in my mastermind. That's mymastersociety.com. Get inside the mastermind. We're now on school, everybody. SKOOL. Okay? But if you go to mymastersociety.com, you're going to get in. Okay? And we're going to have weekly group coaching sessions. Not to mention, I'm always in there. I'm active. Okay, this is a brand new community. I'm building it up. We switched over from the other platform that we were using. Now we're using school. So mymastersociety.com, it's going to put you inside of our school. Become a mystic. Okay, and we're going to reward you for the participation that you bring to the community. Every single day and every single way, we are getting better and better. The YouTube channel is growing. I'm getting more and more comfortable on camera, baby. And you are powerful. I just want you to know that. It's Robbie Cornelius, always encouraging you to master your mind and spiritually align.